Yeah.
But you might spend like, I don't know, 5 to 10 grand to do that.
Yeah.
With annuities, I've seen instances where people will literally spend like 3 grand and they get 2 annuities, but one of them is like a $1 million annuity.
Stop.
And they're making like 80, 90K off of 3 grand. Right?
There's one caveat that I think is actually worth noting there too, is it's not just sold through the chatbot, but over 30% of their claims are currently processed through AI.
Yeah.
So literally, their underwriting department is a fraction of the size. So their
like, margins are insane.
Oh, dude, of course.
Yeah.
But like, and like maybe they're not right now because they're reinvesting in growth. But the point is that like it's not just the agents that they're currently replacing, but it's even
both sides.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Another episode of Diversity Kings. Shout out to Move Studio, being incredible for me as always. I've been up here since 5, recording with Humberto. Shout out to Humberto, amazing. All right, so special guest today, Tim Schukers. Did I said that right?
Yep. Well, sort of, but we'll just roll with it.
Schukers?
Schuker. Yeah.
Let's go. Is it German?
I think so, yeah. We've been in America for a while, so I don't like trace the roots back.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Cool.
Yeah.
And then what's your name?
Julian.
Julian?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've heard. That's like a new tell me your nationality. I'm curious.
Yeah, I'm American, so I'm from the U.S.
Well, nobody's American.
Yeah, my dad's from Colombia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Let's go. Mom
is from this podunk town in North Carolina.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. And then, so Tim, when did you get into life insurance? How did you get into life insurance? Combination of both.
Yeah. So good question. So basically, this dude recruited me. We were friends. We were from the same hometown, and so some dude. I mean, I'll let him tell the story of how he got recruited. And I mean, me getting in was pretty much just him telling me about it, and then wanting to jump in.
Yeah, that was pretty simple. I jumped in with this guy that I was at I worked at a fine dine restaurant, and they pitch waiter stuff all the time.
Okay.
You'll hear like pyramid schemes, like actual pyramid schemes, Ponzi scheme. You'll hear like crazy stuff, and then like every now and again you'll get like a real, genuine business offer where it's like this guy's legit.
Yeah.
And in the insurance thing, it was like it seemed almost too good to be true. So I was like on the fence of like, is this a scam or not?
Yeah.
But I like took a shot at it, saw the comp plan, saw all of the credible carriers and everything, like Mutual of
You guys
Omaha.
went straight into the brokerage space.
No, we started actually like
in the captive space?
It was technically
captive
captive
free lead. So we the company we worked with, they would send out these free Walmart gift card mailers. Just like send us back for a free Walmart gift card. And then we would go to Walmart, grab like a stack of gift cards like this thick, go out and knock on people's doors, be like, hey, what's going on, Miss Jones? You sent this back, requesting information on the free Walmart gift card. And it mentioned something about life insurance as well. And you'd hand them the gift card, get in the door, try to pivot to life insurance. And then they'd be pissed when they find out like the gift card's $5, right? Like they think it's a $100 gift card, and that's like the premise that you're coming in on.
This is cooked.
So, that kind of, we did that for about 8 months. Decided that was not the way that we were going to get rich by any means. 2021.
Okay.
Yeah. And so that kind of like spurred what then led us to basically building a lead generation marketing company.
And how much revenue a year does that company do now?
Well, we're growing and scaling. So our best month was in August, and that was 500K in a month. And then September we had a little bit of a dip. We made some boo-boos, but we're back on track this month.
Sick. Super sick.
Yeah, bro.
I want to get into, what do you think stops most life insurance agents from scaling? Both of you. I want to get both your takes on it.
I mean, I would say it's really like a combo of things, like for one, I think most people, they get into the insurance space, they don't have any like business sense.
Yeah.
They're kind of just like, they're like salespeople. They get recruited into this industry and they're like just thrown into business ownership. And by no means are they prepared for it. So I think the first thing is just shifting from like an employee mindset to being a business owner, which is what you are when you're an independent insurance broker, right? And so like part of that is investing into marketing and viewing it as an investment, not a cost. If you want to talk about what stops people from scaling, I mean, the biggest thing is like for us, we spend hundreds of thousands of dollars a month on marketing and ads, and I don't view that as like a cost. But you'll talk to somebody who's,
there's a difference between an employee and an entrepreneur.
Well, for sure, but even entrepreneurs, like they try to skimp out on marketing.
There's levels of entrepreneurship.
Yeah, well, like the one belief that I hold very core and I think is extremely important is like if you're going to splurge or spend money on anything, it should be the dollars that go and get you more dollars.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Like someone will be making $20K a month and they'll be like, $3,000 a month on marketing is a lot of money. Like,
Yeah.
bro, you're spending 10 grand a month on an apartment. You got a car or whatever, right? But it's like, if I'm going to spend money on anything, it's going to be marketing and it's going to be coaching and investing in myself. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I think like that scarcity mindset of like, how can I get the lowest cost lead,
Yeah.
the lowest cost marketing? How can I invest in myself as little as possible? I think that's what keeps most people small, to be honest.
What about you? Julian.
Julian, yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
have like a nickname?
You can call me Jay.
Jay is going to work.
Yeah, we'll
Let's
do
go.
It's
it.
like Julian, but
Yeah.
But
I think I
Spanish.
got it now.
Miami
Yeah.
version.
Yeah.
Think of it
Yeah,
that
yeah.
way.
Come on.
Right?
What do you think stops people from scaling?
I think that what Tim touched on was huge. Just like the employee mindset. There's a lot of like underdeveloped skills that people have.
Yeah.
Primarily, I see that everyone talks about like sales and recruiting, and it's like they're so focused on getting good at those two skills, they forget about all of the like adjacent skills that they need, like leadership. Like you can't recruit people if you don't have leadership because they're not going to stay.
Yeah.
Or like, for example, systems,
Yeah.
right? Like you can go and recruit 10,000 agents, but if you don't have any systems, then like, what are you doing? Then none of it's going to stick. None of it's going to land. So
Yeah.
that's kind of what I see is it's usually like they have underdeveloped skill sets outside of just the sales and recruiting verticals. And so then they kind of just get stuck at the limits of what sales and recruiting can provide, which is typically only a few $100K a year in income.
Correct.
Whereas business ownership requires way more.
I think it was Hormozy that said something along the lines of, you only have to sell so hard because your marketing sucks, and then you only have to market so hard because your product sucks. Something along those lines. And it kind of makes sense. If you think of somebody that has to sell super hard, I worked in a captive space with free leads. I think you guys started with free leads.
Yeah.
The quality of those leads are what? Garbage?
Right.
Like if you were to look at the creative and look at like the AdWords, and you guys know all that ad stuff better than me. I imagine like CPL or like the intention behind that lead generation was super low. You know what I mean? Like the quality behind it, leads probably sucked, right?
100%.
Bait and switch type of leads. Whereas like somebody like myself now, with the knowledge I have now on leads, and there's humans out there with not only thousands, but millions of dollars that are waiting to buy the product. They just need to be marketed to.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I feel like you can't overspend on marketing to an extent. I feel like, you know what I mean? You're getting your ROI. Like you can't really overspend on marketing. You know, when I think of like good marketing, I'm like, it's worth every penny. I wish I could put more into it because it's a cheat code.
For sure.
If you got it cracked, it always prints a return on investment.
Dude, for sure. Well, it's like, think of it this way. If you had a machine where you could put $1 in and get $3 out,
Yeah, that's marketing.
how many dollars would you put in?
All of the
right?
dollars. Yeah.
All of the dollars, right?
Yeah.
And then realistically, what stops that is either your ads fatigue or something else in your business breaks. Like you can't sell enough.
Yeah.
And then you got to go recruit agents and then build. So like, I think fundamentally what it comes down to is like just being willing to do more inputs, which is not dials, it's money into marketing.
Yeah.
Because that's the highest leverage thing you can do to grow your business from what I see.
What do you think is the biggest myth you see around buying leads?
I think like, and I'll kind of zoom out and give a little bit of context on what we do is basically, I don't know which camera to look at, but I'll just look at one of them. So we basically have a marketing company where we help insurance agents generate leads. But essentially they own the whole system. So we build the acquisition system for them and we brand them as the expert.
Yeah.
So they're not just some random cold caller, telemarketer that's calling you off of a form fill. And so I think like the biggest mistake people make is they will buy leads for years and years and years and years. And when you look at it over a career in the industry, you've invested hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of dollars into leads. But at the end of the day, if you stopped it, you have nothing, right? You don't have a brand. You don't have a name. You don't have anything that's worth anything, right?
Yeah.
So it's like the same way you could look at, renting. If you rent an apartment for your whole life, some people would argue you've pissed away hundreds of thousands of dollars versus if you put that and you were building equity in a home, well, now you have equity in a home that you own.
Correct.
And so it's the same thing with marketing, like if you're buying leads, from Lead Center or whatever it is for you, the money you're putting towards that is not building anything for you. And so basically what we do is like, we flip that on its head where every dollar you're running is building your brand in insurance,
Yeah.
right? So you would be in the ad yourself.
Is it do it for you service?
100%. So people would start to recognize you as the annuity guy,
What do you
the
charge?
retirement guy, the IUL guy. We have different programs. Some are like high 4 figures. Others are in the 5 figures.
Not what is it? Is it a percentage of ad spend? I've heard 2 models: ad spend or flat rate.
Yeah. So we do a retainer model.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not based off of ad spend.
Yeah.
I mean, for like our agency owner clients, we do some like rev shares.
someone who
where we
gets up
get a
to like
percentage.
200,000 a month in
Exactly. That's obviously different than someone that's spending like
because most people
3,
are probably a
4
couple
grand a
grand a
month.
month.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like that way better than just buy our leads because it gives you that sense of ownership. That's a real. I know. I did a podcast with another vendor. I don't know if they're competitors of yours or not, but it sounds super similar. Big Daddy Leads. I don't know if you've heard of them, but
Yep.
I think they do something super similar.
Yeah. I know Nick. He's cool.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah. So super sick. So why do you guys think so many agents work hard but never actually build freedom?
I think it comes down to the model they're running. I mean, Julian, I'll let you touch on this as well, but like, for us, if there's not a way out, you're not going to get out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like when we were doing door to door with free Walmart gift card leads, selling final expense of all things that you can sell, like I could have done that for 20 years and still been in the same spot.
1,000%.
Like you have to do something and find something that has a compounding component, right?
Correct.
Like, do you know who Naval Ravikant is?
1,000%.
Yeah. So he talks about like focus on something that compounds and play long-term games with long-term people.
Mm-hmm.
Most agents are not in a business model that does that, right?
Correct.
So it's like, I'm going to recruit a bunch of people, but every single person I recruit, 92% of them leave in the first few years. So that's definitely not long-term games with long-term people.
Yeah.
They're selling final expense, which a lot of those policies churn off of the books. You're selling to broke
I love
people
telling
with
people
health
that.
issues.
I'm like, dude, like, do you know the average lifespan of a final expense policy? It's like 2-3 years.
Exactly.
You
So
know?
like, what's your compound?
Yeah.
You're just on a hamster wheel.
Yeah.
Recruit the next agent, sell the next policy.
Yeah.
And so like, if you're not building your brand, if you're not building renewals, or if you're not posting content like this, for example, you put this podcast out one time, we film this in 30, 40 minutes, an hour, whatever.
Yeah.
This can get you recruits until literally the internet explodes and time ends.
Yeah.
So like as many things you can do like that, those are the things that actually compound that turn into freedom, you know?
Yeah, I think I couldn't have really said it better, to be honest with you. Like the majority of the time, what I see is people, they're not even it's not even that they're not even playing long-term games with long-term people,
Remember my mom.
but they're just chasing a quick check anyways.
Yeah.
Like they're looking for I'll talk to agents all the time. We've been working directly with agents. We've been agents for years. A lot of the times I'll hear people, they're like, I need to make money quick. I want to get into annuity sales because the checks are huge, and I know that if I get a payout, like it won't charge
Sounds
back.
like me. I need annuity sales.
Yeah.
We had this guy like just come across this random massive annuity deal, tens of millions of dollars, and I'm like, oh my god! I was like, that's a unicorn. You know what I mean? But I'm like, and then you guys do. I've not come across anybody that does annuity leads.
Yeah.
And you guys are familiar with annuity. You probably have annuity clients and stuff.
We have a bunch
so
of
like,
annuity clients. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might be one of them.
Yeah. Sure, man. But yeah,
I'd be one of them.
Dude, the thing I love about annuities is like from the marketing perspective. And honestly, like sometimes it pisses me off because I'll see like the ROIs that these guys will get because it's just such a massive, like you can sell 10 final expense policies and you might make 20 grand if they're big policies.
Yeah.
Like big and final expense,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
assuming they stick.
Assuming
Yeah,
they
exactly.
That's the
stick.
caveat.
Yeah.
But you might spend like, I don't know, 5 to 10 grand to do that.
Yeah.
With annuities, I've seen instances where people will literally spend like 3 grand and they get 2 annuities, but one of them is like a $1 million annuity
Stop.
and they're making like 80, 90K off of 3 grand.
That's the clip.
Now,
right-
obviously,
that's
to
the
be
clip
clear,
right
this is
there.
not an income claim by no means am I
Boom.
saying
That's how you know
will
he's a
do that.
professional. The disclaimer right there. That's
Yeah,
how you know this guy's a
exactly, dude.
professional.
Exactly.
Because the
But-
FTC clips that up. You said they were going to make $80,000, $90,000.
Exactly.
Now you owe them $80.
Yeah, ROI guarantee. No,
Let's go. Hey,
definitely
disclaimer me too. You know what I mean? Disclaimer, all of this is a podcast and I claim none of these facts. Anything I've ever said, I disclaim.
We get
You
a
know,
forearm
just-
tattoo
Yeah,
of an
full-
FTC disclaimer. Anytime I have to
Literally.
just like, hey, by the way, no
Disclaimer
income
is
claims.
right here. I love this right here. What's the difference between random Facebook leads and the kind of leads your clients get?
Yeah. So the thing about Facebook, and this has changed in recent years. Like
Special ads category.
well, that's honestly, that doesn't really like matter. To be
That
honest.
just shows my level of ad intelligence.
It's good. Bro.
I wanted
That's
to
what-
sound cool.
That's why we're. You did
People
sound
pay
cool.
us for.
Yeah, I'll
But-
sound cool to some of the audience.
We're in a mastermind. We're actually in Miami to go to this guy's mastermind.
Okay.
And he put out like this. It was this reel on Instagram or something. He's talking about. He's like, when you mention ad platforms pre 2017 to your millennial uncle, because he like runs ads.
Yeah.
And it was like, you could target income, you could target credit score, you could target bank balance, you could target this, you could target that. So you could literally just like pick out exactly who you wanted, right? Before 2017. Now, Facebook's like, we value people's privacy, which it's a good thing for sure.
Yeah.
But it all comes down to what you say in the ad. Like I can't select and say, hey, I want to target Tristan because he has X amount in his bank account.
It's the
balance.
creative that does the
It's the
filtering for
creative.
you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so like it really comes down to all of these like little minor things, like literally the most like to the untrained eye, you wouldn't even pick it up.
Do you guys educate people, though, sorry to cut you off, on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
compliance on what they're saying in their creatives
Well, we
as
write
well?
the scripts for them. So it's
Okay.
not like they're doing it on their own.
But do you guys assume the liability then by writing the script for them?
Well, we run everything through compliance.
I know.
But,
I'm
yeah, I
asking
mean-
these questions at the same time to educate myself,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
to like interrogate.
Yeah, for
Just
sure.
for me to learn it. Because we run an in-house exclusive lead.
Yep.
So that's my business partner, Gally. She does all the stuff you guys are talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
just the
It would be like pretty stupid of us
Yeah.
to assume all the liability of compliance.
yeah.
So we just like
Yes.
distribute that risk,
Correct.
but we do run everything through compliance.
Yeah.
But like little minor things, like literally just how you put the text on the ad can make a difference in terms of who you attract. So for us, like we have 5 people on our team. Their whole job is to research ads, research angles, and find what's going to attract rich people that don't charge back that will qualify for these types of policies.
Yeah.
So for example, I'll give you an example for annuities. Let's say I'm going after, I don't know, or let's just say I want to get leads that will yield me big annuity policies. What I've seen a lot of lead vendors do, and I'm not going to name any names, but big people in the space, because you can see what people's ads are on a Facebook ads library, is there, it'll literally just be like an image and it'll say, get a guaranteed income for life. It's like, dude, who do you think that's going to attract? Not the people that you want,
Yeah.
right? So that's terrible. If you take the flip side of that, what would a good creative look like that would attract the right people? Well, I'd probably say something like, hey, look, if you have $1 million or more saved for retirement and you're wondering how you can protect your money from stock market risk, there's this strategy that blah, 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 right?
Yeah,
So I would
yeah.
have hooks like that,
Fire.
you know? Or I'd be like, how long does $1 million last in retirement?
Fire.
You know, so it's like you're speaking to the problems of the rich people as opposed to speaking to problems of poor people.
Yeah.
And so there's that. There's other marketing concepts where like, are you familiar with like the 5 stages of awareness in marketing?
Are you asking me like right now, or are you
Yeah, yeah.
pitching something?
No, I'm
Okay,
not pitching anything.
I was going to say, like, that sounds like a really good hook. No, I'm not aware of the 5.
So basically there's this book. It's a $500 book on Amazon. If anyone wants to buy it,
No one's buying
we
that.
have a copy. And basically it was written by this guy in like the 1960s
Yeah.
when all you could do in ads was like stuff on a typewriter.
Yeah. Yeah.
So your copy had to just be killer. Had to
Yeah.
be banger. So he's like the OG of marketing,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? And so there's 5 stages of market awareness. You have people that are unaware, people that are problem aware, solution aware, product aware, and most aware. So the way you speak to different people in those different markets, unaware, for example, would be like, let's say I was trying to sell you this glass of water. You have no problem. Like you're not even aware that you're thirsty. You're not even aware that water exists. I would have to kind of like lead you in with like a story or something that would engage you.
Here's a
And then I
Walmart
would
gift card.
introduce, exactly,
Yeah.
100%.
I also have water. Would you like it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Walmart gift card would be how you would speak to unaware people. So you
Yeah.
have to like educate them all the way.
Yeah.
When you're selling to other people's warm market, you're basically selling to people that are unaware,
Yeah.
right? That's why these companies, they'll have these whole like PowerPoint presentations to like introduce the product and create everything, right?
Yeah.
Problem aware would be like, Tristan's thirsty. Hey, by the way, there's a glass of water. This is the best glass of water. You should take a drink of it,
Yeah.
right? So they already know they have a problem.
Correct.
You're just giving them the solution. Solution aware is like,
I need water.
They know that there's a solution out there, but they
Yeah.
don't exactly know what it is yet.
Yeah.
Right. And then product aware is like, for example, you'll see an ad like, is an annuity a good investment?
Yeah.
I'm saying annuity because they already know what an annuity is.
Yeah.
Those are going to be easier people to sell.
Correct.
And then your most aware people
Let's get you an annuity.
are going to be like, what's the best annuity?
Yeah.
So like when you're small and you want to get quick sales, I'll go after most aware because I don't have to educate them the whole way.
Yeah.
But you do have to be educated on the product because oftentimes what we'll find is like if agents don't know anything about the products they're selling, if you go after people that are most aware and they know all about the product, the client will know more than the agent.
Yeah.
Right.
You have to align them with like the level of the agent.
Exactly. So it's all like the nuance that kind of goes in there, which is what our team like specializes
Yeah,
in.
I really like hearing this because a lot of guys don't think this.
Yeah.
It's not a matter of like, it's not super complex where you feel stupid, but it's complex where you, like, I like to fight so much. It's like you break down the move, and the best fighting trainers, they break down very like complex things and make it feel like it's deliverable to like a 10-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Without making you feel stupid, but like revealing a lot of holes in your game. And it's like, I feel like we do really well with our ads and our conversion and everything we have. And I'm like, I'm learning things, these five market awarenesses, and then aligning it with the agents so you don't miss deals, so you don't miss out on,
Yeah.
you know, your I don't know, cost of acquisition of client and converting that into ROI, all that, like super sick. Could you guys tell me about client testimonials? Like, who do you guys have? I don't know if you can mention people in particular, but like if you could reference, you know, clients that have using you guys' services and do really well.
Yeah, I'll give one example. And most of the work that we do now is like on the advanced market side. We're thinking about, we used to have like a course way back in the day, but we've kind of just only done for you as of recent, but we're thinking about releasing that as again. But this guy specifically, he came from doing final expense.
Okay.
But I think he had like an IUL annuity background and he started doing it. And I think it was on his first $3,000 in ad spend. He wrote $1.2 million in annuities
Wow.
and a $100,000 IUL.
Should we add another disclaimer to that?
Yeah, definitely. We'll just flash it up on the screen.
Put it on the arm.
I gotta get the forearm tattoo again.
Yeah. It's like, that sounds so fire. I'm clicking on it. Buy. Leads.
Obviously,
leads.
not everyone does that. I mean, the
Correct.
guy has like an extremely developed sales ability and he knows what he's doing.
Correct.
Another one of this guy actually, he works with us. He was, he's like a trainer within our group.
Yeah.
And like part of the agreement of him working with us is we help him with leads.
Yeah.
And so he sold $88,000 his first month
Okay.
in IUL. And then in his first 3 months, it was 188K and 483K in annuity. And he was working
Ooh.
part-time. So like
Disgusting.
what I really like about the high ticket insurance policies,
They're stickier.
they're stickier,
You have
but
to
like,
think about moving that amount of
dude,
money.
you get one big policy and it's
Yeah.
like your ROI is just so
stupid.
so crazy,
Yeah.
you know? And then if you can get referrals, you can sell other things to them.
Yeah.
Like I came from the final expense world.
Yeah.
Dude, the advanced market stuff, like it's more complex. You
Yeah.
can't be a fucking idiot,
I see you were with
but like,
Hormozy,
bro.
I don't know, a couple years ago or a year ago.
yeah.
And the biggest thing I get from him, like the biggest thing that's made me money is just solve richer people's problems. They pay better and they have like the amount of headache that comes with the amount of money is like incomparable versus like the lower ticket items come with like, maybe they're not larger headaches, but in comparison to the money that you get for the lower ticket, you know, item that you're solving,
Yeah.
it's way not worth it. You
Dude,
know what I
no.
mean? Like the guy giving you $100 versus the guy giving you 100,000, way different.
100%.
Way different, man.
100%.
Julian.
Yeah, I think it's worth noting there too. Like when you're talking about like the dude that's only got $100, like it's the same thing with agents. Like you hear about some of these results, and we've got some pretty crazy testimonials. You know,
Yeah.
things that like there are things that like we have testimonials that sometimes I don't even bring up if I'm on a call with an agent because
Yeah.
it's like borderline.
You don't want to set the expectation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like unbelievable. They're
Yeah.
like you would think it's like a Miami scammer, right? It's like,
Yeah.
dude, it's so good to be true. It's not possible until you actually see the person talking about their experience and then like them
Yeah.
actually showing you what's what. But I think the biggest thing too is like it's not even just like so much of the people that have, let's say, the $100, but it's even the agents that are in that same token. Like like what we do is a force multiplier. If you bring someone, like we're a tailwind essentially, you know, for anyone that comes to us that's already successful, it's like clockwork.
Yeah.
But if somebody's looking for a bailout, they're on their last $100, they've got, just enough to get 1 or 2 leads, and they're like, I need these guys to save my business. Like, that's not gonna work. And you can't wait for the people that are gonna move annuity money over, and you're like, betting your whole mortgage on that. And like, those are the situations that you've got to get stable before you can go off
I'm sitting here
and
thinking
try and
about
do
this
this
guy's
stuff.
annuity deal he's writing right now. He's literally waiting for the money to come over, and I'm like, bro, you have to keep selling. If this money doesn't come over, like, I know everything's done, but like, keep selling.
Dude,
keep
the
selling.
amount of agents that'll sell like a massive policy and they just take like 2 years off. I'm like, dude, what the fuck
They're
are
just
you
immediately
doing?
Jeff Bezos, and I'm like, no, dog, no. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Especially a policy. You know what I mean? That's got to pay typically 9+ months before it's like profit.
Yeah,
You know.
it's crazy, dude.
What do you guys think is going to happen? I've been making recession videos. I've been doing my financial research. What do you guys think that's going to happen in the insurance space over the next, that's just generally the next year?
Next year, I don't really know. I mean, I would say like long term, I think we're going to see a lot more stuff with AI. And I think there's a company called, I don't want to scare people, but there's a company called Lemonade. Have you heard of
Okay.
them?
No.
They're
Actually, no, I've heard of them.
They're a publicly traded company. They're worth $4.5 billion. I think they're out of Tel Aviv.
Okay.
And basically, they sell renter's insurance, pet insurance, and I think now car. Do they sell car insurance too now?
Yeah. They're starting to like roll out bundles and everything too. And they're going like global with it.
Yeah, all over a chatbot.
Just a little AI chatbot.
Oh.
So we, one of our mentors that we pay for coaching, he owns you ever seen the teeth whitening, Snow teeth whitening?
Yeah.
He's the owner of that. So
Yeah.
we paid him. He sold a lead gen company for like 70 mil a couple
Okay.
years ago.
In cash, not like stock options.
Yeah.
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 70 in cash.
So we paid him a bunch of money for coaching. And one of the things that he told us to do, which like I'd never heard anybody say to do this, is go on, you can go on Harvard Business Review and you can buy business case studies for like $11.
Okay.
And that's essentially like, did you go to college?
No.
Okay,
I
so
went for
none
2
of us
weeks.
went to college.
Yeah.
Right? Well, you can get like a Harvard business education for like $11. That's how they do the whole
Yeah.
Harvard Business Schools. They do these case studies.
Okay.
So we were like, okay, our ultimate goal is we want to sell like a I don't know exactly what it'll look like, but some kind of business in the insurance financial services space for $1 billion. That's our like long-term goal. And so we're like, okay, cool. Let's just get really fucking smart about insurtech and fintech. Like where is all this stuff going, right? So we went and we bought all these case studies. And one of the things that like continuously pops up is like selling insurance through a chatbot and through AI. So Lemonade, all sold through a chatbot. And so I think what's going to happen is there's basically going to be like 2 camps of insurance agents. Right?
There's one caveat that I think is actually worth
go for
noting
it.
there too, is it's not just sold through the chatbot, but over 30% of their claims are currently processed through AI.
Yeah.
So literally, their underwriting department is a fraction of the size. So their like,
margins are insane.
Oh, dude, of course.
Yeah.
But like, and like maybe they're not right now because they're reinvesting in growth. But the
Yeah.
point is that like it's not just the agents that they're currently replacing, but
Yeah,
it's
both
even
sides.
correct.
Yeah.
Correct. That's what's I think is super important to note because it's not just going to be the agents and this and that. Like everyone's going to have to evolve in this industry
Yeah.
to be able to accommodate these types of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like you're going to have like most of the agents right now, let's be honest. Have you ever called like a customer service rep? I'll give this example and I think
Yeah.
it'll really hit home for the audience. You ever called a customer service rep and you're like, bro,
Yes.
I cannot wait
Yeah.
until this person gets replaced by an AI.
Yeah.
Like I would rather talk to ChatGPT than you,
Yeah.
for sure. You know,
Yes.
I'd say honestly, 80% of agents are like that,
Wow.
you know,
I agree. I think 99%.
and a lot of them are unethical too.
Yeah.
You know, like if
Yes.
I can buy something from a chatbot, I know it's going to give me the best policy, and I don't
Yeah.
have to talk to, I don't know, Chad, who's going to sell me policy or whatever. We can bleep out the carrier name.
Yeah.
Whatever, and like jack up the premiums. You guys know what I'm talking about. They sell them the most expensive policy. If I could just buy it through a chatbot, I would do that,
Yeah.
right? So you're gonna have all these people that are just like they're basically glorified telemarketers.
Yeah.
I think a lot of that is going to go away to some extent because it's getting harder and harder to telemarket even now.
Yeah.
And I think where all of the wealth, I don't think everybody's going to buy insurance through AI, but I think the simplified stuff, if I can buy a final expense policy through my phone in 5 minutes,
Yeah.
if I can buy a term policy in my phone in 5 minutes, why would I buy it from an agent? I don't think it's going to go away completely, but people are going to make a lot less money.
Yeah.
But I think the people who are going to benefit a ton are the ones who are doing more complicated cases
Yeah.
for wealthier people,
Correct.
right? Annuities, cash value life insurance, premium financing, all these kind of like complex strategies that have really big commissions.
Yeah.
And it's going to be those people who really build a brand
Correct.
around themselves online,
Yeah.
Like the YouTube space on the consumer side of insurance and the like generating leads where you are the one who's positioned as the expert as opposed to just some like random lead company.
Yeah.
A lot of that is wide open now. And like, I think the question you should really be asking is like, am I putting myself in a position where somebody would rather talk to me or my company than just an AI? And if
Yeah.
not, you should probably get on that other side. Otherwise, it's going to be a dark next
That's
5 to
super
10
fire.
years.
I just did an AI blood review this morning
Really?
through a company called Waste to Well out of Texas.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you guys have heard of them.
No, I haven't.
Did you just do it at home or?
Yeah, they sent they didn't send a robot to come take my blood, but a nurse came
Yeah.
to the house, took my blood.
A robot nurse.
That'd be, so sit back, jam his needle in my arm. But yeah, literally, you log in, my blood work was uploaded to it,
That's
and then
sick,
I
dude.
can.
Does it measure your test?
It measures every. I care about everything, not just
Yeah.
the test. So you go in there. I don't know if, and you can literally AI call this thing, and this thing will answer, and he interacts with
Dude.
you, and he'll tell you like, "Here's what we found in your blood work." And like, they have it like programmed, like it's super freaky. Let's see if he answers.
That's fucking wild, dude.
Yeah, bro.
He told you to grab supplements?
Yeah.
And
You ended
followed
grabbing
up
those
on it, bro.
roids?
That's wild, dude.
And he followed up on the supplements. That's crazy.
Bro, insane. So like having like a little freaked out, and then it was like, I need to build the AI alien for insurance.
Right?
You know
Correct.
what I mean? Like just a couple people, hey, did you end up getting that life insurance policy we talked about? Like,
Yep.
sickening.
Yeah.
Super
Mhm.
sickening. What should somebody do? They're watching it. I'm not even gonna ask this question because I'm gonna just tell the question through what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
And you didn't even tell me to say this. For those of you guys watching this, he didn't tell me to say this. He didn't pay me to say this. I'm gonna say this. All that's going through my mind right now is me getting annuity marketing through you, or do I get the leads first, or do I get the people to sell the annuities first? That's what's going through my mind, and I think people can relate to that. If you're sitting here and there's a piece of the market in the insurance space. You guys just do insurance
For now, yeah.
for now?
Yeah.
Somebody's watching this and they feel like me and they're like, I want to get into that, but I feel kind of stuck. I don't know if I have enough money. I don't know where to start. Like, what would you advise those people to do that are going to watch this?
Yeah, I got some game on this.
Yeah.
You want me to share? I think the biggest thing is everything is about supply and demand.
Yeah.
Literally everything. And like, because I'm originally a salesperson.
Yeah.
So like I started off selling insurance, not marketing insurance.
Correct.
But the reason that I'm in marketing for insurance now, because you cannot sell insurance without marketing.
Yeah.
It is a prerequisite. And so as an owner, somebody maybe like you or somebody who's watching this and they're like, dude, I really want to blow up a business and make this thing happen. A lot of people, they try to have the supply before they have the demand. And then they take the supply to an area where there is no demand, right? Like for example, if I tried to sell, like everybody talks about like, you could sell ice to an Eskimo. Like that's a great saying. It's funny, but it's actually like really stupid in terms of business. Like if I were to go to the Arctic and be like, hey man, you want to buy this ice? I would be out of business shortly,
Yeah.
So it's like when we're looking at trying to build something, selling to higher net worth people, whether it be premium finance, whether it be annuities, whatever it may be, we have to have the leads first.
Yeah.
The customers are the prerequisite to the sales. And if we have the customers coming to us, then the salespeople will come to you because you have the customers. That's the leverage that anyone should be thinking through.
I'm going to connect you with the guy I just acquired and partnered with an agency that specializes in cash value life insurance cases, so larger whole life deals and just deals like that. And I'm going to connect you with those guys. And they're down here in Miami and super
Yeah.
super bright, like super bright when it comes to the big deals.
That's awesome.
They just did it. He just did a decent annuity, $500,000 annuity.
Yeah.
This last week or so. So he partnered with me. I'm gonna connect him, and that's gonna be like my sample.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially
It's gonna be like my dabble. Let's see how you guys do with my one of my guys.
Yeah, I mean,
Force multiplier, man.
Yeah.
to answer your question as well, I would say like if I were, I'll say like if I were you, and then I'll kind of tie in how I would address this if I was a different person in the audience as well. So if I were you, as someone who already owns an agency and has agents, I would first ask, do you have an agent that you trust to close annuities?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. Are they like a killer? Do they have a track record?
I've got 2 or 3 that are like I trust, but
Mhm.
I haven't met a killer annuity guy, so I don't know.
Got it.
How to
Have
say
you
it.
sold annuities yourself?
No.
Okay.
No.
Got it. So I think like whenever you're breaking into something new, there's 2 different ways you can go about it. And this will tie into somebody at home watching this as well, is there's always a big value in going and doing it yourself first so that you can train other people. So I would say for you, I mean, if you learn how to sell annuities at a high level.
I just made a video on that before you came in. Just lead from the front, do it yourself.
There we go.
Yeah.
I don't think that would be a waste of your time by any means. I think it would be a high ROI use of your time to learn how to sell annuities.
Great
Right.
content too. Like there's nobody out there filming annuity sales content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like at all.
Yeah, it seems like a quiet market because I know there's billions of dollars of annuity sales transacted on a quarterly basis,
Yep.
but they're usually
It's growing too.
Yeah, I can
sleepy
see it
giant.
growing.
Yeah.
I see it because it's in correspondence to the boomer generation.
Yep.
Their wealth transitioner right now from all of their 401ks is trillions of dollars. So
The other thing to think about too is like, let's say if you're an annuity guy right now
yeah,
and you're doing big bucks every year,
yeah,
are you going to go and tell everybody about the honey hole that you're sitting on right now? Of
no,
course not. Why would you?
yeah,
Yeah.
no, not at all.
We got paid, I think it was like $4,000 for 4 hours to do some consulting with this guy. He's a $50 million annuity producer. He's the number
Per
one
year.
annuity producer in Texas. And for people that like don't know how to sell at all, I'm in the process of setting up like a partnership with him where we're going to kind of like co-create an advanced
Yes.
markets training,
That's fire.
which I think the industry needs to, because
They
like
need it.
there's a lot of guys, like if I could have gone back and spoke to myself in 2021, I'd be like,
Yeah.
get the hell away from final expense.
Get out
Yes.
of there.
But then the follow-up question to that is, what do I do? You know,
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah, yeah,
there's- how am I going to learn this annuity?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
so
yeah.
difficult, bro.
Yeah.
It's so difficult. So that's something that I think that would probably be valuable for us to do. And it's something we've kind of like toyed with.
Yeah,
Just like an advanced markets course for all these guys that know they want to get into it, but don't know how.
yeah,
So that's a little bit of a side tangent. But for you, let's assume you already know how to sell annuities.
okay,
How would I go about marketing yourself and getting those leads? Well, one, I would basically start with paid traffic, right?
okay,
I would start with running ads.
okay,
So if we were working together, essentially what we would do is we run a lot of ads currently. So we kind of know what works in different spaces. We hand you the scripts we already know work.
yeah,
You film those. Now your face is attached to them.
correct,
So the way it works is you run ads, you then send them to, if you know marketing, you would call it a VSL.
Yes.
If you don't know marketing, you would
Yeah.
call it a video training,
Yeah.
right? So for anyone that doesn't know marketing, it's just a 15-minute video of you breaking down the concept of an annuity to somebody that doesn't understand what it means,
correct,
right? And doing that in a way where, like you said earlier, like you don't want to make people feel like they're stupid,
yeah,
but you also don't want to over-explain things.
correct,
So you got to kind of like find that balance.
Yeah.
And we have presentations that we've already made that people can just use.
yeah,
And so essentially, like as someone's going through that process, like you imagine your boomer on the other side,
yeah, yeah,
they came in on this premise. Maybe they're a most aware person.
yeah,
They're considering, hey, should I buy an annuity? What are the pros and cons?
yeah,
You send them to a video training. You're breaking it down, and then it's like, cool. So if you want to, have a consultation with someone from our team, we'll basically review your individual situation,
yeah,
take a look at everything, and see, hey, would an annuity be right for you? Because ultimately, you can watch this 15-minute video, take whatever conclusions you want, but there's nothing like sitting down with an expert. So if you'd like to do that, I have a short survey down below this video. We're just going to ask you a couple questions, make sure that you would actually qualify an annuity would even be a good fit for you. By the way, on that survey, you're going to ask them what are their assets,
yeah,
what are their goals with the money, their age, everything. So that is this even a person worth me spending the time to talk to?
fire,
And then they go take the survey, book an appointment on your calendar. And it's like, you can show up, take those consultations,
Yeah.
and then you got like what we're talking about earlier. You put $1 in, you figure out, hey, am I getting X dollars back? The $50 million annuity producer I was telling you about, he can put $1 in and gets $12 back on average,
Yes.
which makes me think I'm in the wrong business. I need to just go do what
Literally.
he's doing. His number one problem is he can't get enough people to do the paperwork
Correct.
on the applications he's closing.
Yeah.
So like, dude, if you can figure out the advanced market stuff and then
It's a
you
game
have the
changer.
marketing to do it's so much
Yeah.
less saturated than final expense and term
Correct. Yeah.
because there's more of a
Mhm.
barrier to entry.
Yeah. The barrier to entry is everything.
Yeah.
I want to wrap up with where can people find you guys?
Mm-hmm.
If they want to work with you, we know all the things they need to do. We know who needs to watch this, who's watching this, etc. We know my market. Do people DM you guys? What do you guys want?
Yeah. So if it's cool with you, we'll
Yes.
throw like a link in the description.
Yeah, everything will be there.
What I'm planning to do is I'm going to make basically a free mini course that walks them through like how our system works on the marketing side.
Okay.
So they can opt in, get that for free.
Okay.
And then if they want to work with us on like a higher level, maybe can we do 2 links?
Yeah.
Free thing and then how to just
I'll
book on our
connect
calendar
you
for
with
paid
the
thing.
editor of the podcast that edits and uploads.
Cool.
And you just tell them what you want.
Dope. So
Fire.
1 link, free thing, learn how to do it, free. Second thing, pay us, we do it for you. Boom.
Fire. And do you guys want to attach your Instagrams?
Our Instagram for the company is Advanced Agent Marketing.
Cool.
Personal Instagram is Tim Schucker, Schucker.
And my personal Instagram is Julian, Julian _ Pulido, Pulido 7.
Let's
we
go.
gotta fix that handle, bro.